Hey, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can connect Airtable to Power BI. So, we are going to head over our website or our account of Airtable first. What we're going to do from here is to prepare from some few things. We're going to head over here, then we are going to click on the favicon of the account at the top. Now, we're going to select account and wait for the specific settings. Now, what are we going to do is to scroll down a little bit into the API. So we're going to click on to go to Developer Hub. Now, what are we going to do is to create a token. So we are going to create a new token by clicking on here. And before that, or before the specific token, we're going to save this page. What are we going to do from this page? We're going to head over the developer docs from the resources. It is going to be very crucial to have a API URL. So we are going to click on here, and then this is the developer documents. So we are going to scroll down a little bit until we are going to see web API. So it is going to be very important to remember these steps. So if you are going to see yourself that you didn't understand well, go back to the video or go back for a few seconds and you're going to learn. Click on API docs. Now we're going to have the API reference. It is going to be our guide for the tutorial. We're going to head over the left side of the screen. We have, as you can see, a lot of records and etc. We're going to head over the records and select get record. Now, what we're going to do is to have this specific, as you can see, get record. And get record means that we are going to set up the records of ours into the platform that we are going to integrate. In our case, it is going to be Power BI. So we are going to have this specific URL. This is the URL. We're going to copy it and we need to prepare it. How we can do that? By setting up the base ID and also the table ID or the name of the table that we are going to import. So we are going to have this, for example, you're going to have, for example, the path parameters are going to be like that. So you can go ahead and have this, for example, the base ID or the table and etc. So now we are going to copy them. So we are going to head over Power BI, but before that, I'm going to head over here also the Builder Hub. We are going to create a new token and we are going to call it Power. Not going to have this, excuse me. So we are going to have Power BI and we are going to select the scopes for reading, writing, and also commenting right there. Read, write, and also the data record, comments, read, and write. So you can go ahead and have the access or set up the database, which is going to be this one. And then we're going to click on create token. Here we have our token. Now we are going to open up Power BI and we are going to see this page as a clean or a new page. So we're going to get some data. How we can get the data is going to click on get data from another source. Now, we're going to have, for example, these data, and we're going to have here to search for web. So basically, we're going to have here web. We're going to click on other, and we're going to click on web. Click on connect, and you're going to have here the URL. You can have here an advanced URL or a basic URL and put it just like that. And in the place of these, you're going to have, for example, the base ID here. I don't know, you're going to use them as here. So I'm going to delete this part. So we can go ahead and have, for example, the base ID. For example, I don't know, here we are going to put a number, for example, and also the table, for example, or name. Let's say here a CRM, for example, CRM management. This is going to be dependent on uh, the data that you have put or got from the specific Airtable. You're going to click on OK, and you're going to see there which level to apply to these. So you're going to have, for example, here the Airtable, V0, and etc. So based on the specific URL that you have, you're going to set up the level. So basically, we're going to select this. Then we're going to have the web API. The key in here, we're going to copy it and head over here and paste it just like that. Click on connect, and then you're going to have in here. So as you can see, a web API key can only be specified when a web API key name is provided. So you can go ahead and have the web API key name in here provided for this specific setup, and then you're going to connect it directly, and it will read up the data from there. That was pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe.